Ladies and gentlemen, check it out. Fresh off the boat from Belgium, the Team Corally Syncro. This is the two-wheel drive version of the very popular Syncro 4, the car that I myself considered the car of the year last year, you know, the Syncro 4. So how is the two-wheel drive version going to compare? Now, as you know, let's keep it honest here. I'm going to give you an honest review of this. We're going to go take it out, speed run it, jump it, bash it around, and give you some final thoughts. But first, let's go ahead and unbox it and give you the initial impression. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. That's right, we got the two-wheel drive Syncro. So let's just take a look over here. It is a 4S capable RC, does come complete ready to run, does give you a transmitter, a Curon 725 4-pole 2150 kV brushless motor, a Pulse G2 135 sensorless ESC 120 amp current, programmable, which is always nice. So use basically a HOBBYWING program. Basically it's just rebranded HOBBYWING stuff if you don't know. So use a HOBBYWING programmer and you can go ahead and set this up. 7225 digital servo. In my past experience with Team Corally, it's always nice. What you do is go into your settings here and bump the voltage up. These things always seem to work better. They detune it a little bit for longevity of the servo. So let's see what all we get. Ready to run, two-wheel drive, plus 50 miles an hour. There is a little asterisk there. Now this is set up for 3 different gears. I think it's a 15, 17, 19. They do ship it with the smallest pinion, and I know that's a sore point for a lot of people, but to be honest, I don't understand what the problem is when I see people spend $1,200, $1,400 on like an X-Max, and then they say, it doesn't rotate fast enough in the air, you got to change the pinion. There's no problem with that, but you have a problem buying like a cheap pinion gear for this. Alright, so we got red, orange, blue, and green. I guess you already see what color I have chosen for my vehicle. So, oversized, engineered, nylon composite parts, steel, strong, durable drivetrain, adjustable slipper clutch, low noise M, a 1.0 composite gear, extra large high quality bearings, differential with heavy duty steel planetary gears, 16mm big bore shocks, 4mm aluminum composite suspension pin holders, and oversized braces. Now, you guys know Corally equipment tends to share a lot of parts across the line, so if you do want to upgrade some of these things, like add the stronger steel spring cups and stuff like that, you can. I'm not exactly sure, you know, which models you have to play around with, but you can do it. And as always, Corally has really excellent quick start guides, or I forget what they call it, the how these guides online help you to do any work on these things. They're a really excellent source of information, and I will leave a link to them down below. One really long antenna tube, like really long. Instructions for your radio system. Instructions for the car. Now, take a quick look here. Really nice. All the pieces, shows you how to put everything together. You got all your parts listings. So, oh, one-page manuals. That's what it's called, sorry. One-page manuals. Excellent source of information there. They put a lot of time and effort into those. Right here shows you how to like set your gear mesh. So, with the 46 tooth spur that's provided, a 13 tooth pinion should get you 43 miles an hour. 15 tooth will get you 49. The 17 tooth will get you 56. And here they show the Mod 1 pinion gear. I'm going to show you my little secret here in a second. Here's how, tell you how to adjust your shocks, stuff like really good information in the owner's manual and online. Instruction manual for the ESC. And you get one transmitter. Really cheap, basic. I mean, it actually doesn't feel bad in the hand for as small as it is. Got a nice foam wheel. So you got your power setting here, power 1, power 2 to slow it down. Steering trim and steering dual rate. That's nice. I don't know why remotes still come with a throttle. Well, unless you're doing crawling, you really don't need like a throttle trim. But there you have it. Pretty basic, but talking to the people at Corally, like they said, they put the money into the car and the parts, because most people are just going to trash this anyhow. So what you don't get are any tools or speed pinion and stuff like that. As one reason or one way that Team Corally is able to offer these cars at a great price is by not adding in stuff that a lot of us honestly just have a ton of anyhow. Now for speed gears, guys, look, I'll leave a link down there. It's in my Amazon store too. I use these Arma Mod 1 gears. $15 for the 15 tooth, $16 for the 17 tooth. These work, fit on there absolutely perfect. This is what I've used in the past on my Team Corally stuff. So 15 bucks gets you some more speed and power. I mean, some people may want it, some don't. They can't build a car that's gonna make everybody happy, but come on, man, 15 bucks. Let's not cry over that. Now let's check this beauty out. Let's check it out. Now one of the first things you're going to notice here is look at the size of the rubber on the back. Whoa, that is massive. That's very hard too. Pretty firm. But I like the look of that, man. That is kind of reminds me of the Felony. Got the bigger tires, but the Felony does have taller tires as well. So, very nice. We got tethers on the body pins. I don't really like body pins, but at least these do have tethers. Very beautiful blue. I always love the blues that Corally comes up with. But yeah, I mean, it's just decent, pretty basic body, no roof skids or anything fancy. But for buggies, I really like this look, man. So many of these buggies out just have a squared off, kind of funny looking cockpit scenario that I'm really not a fan of. I really like this kind of smooth aerodynamic look. Got a nice metal chassis, and something I totally missed, and so I apologize about. If you watch my Kagama 4 video, there are droop screws. Usually it's a telltale indication when you see these little teardrops sticking out, and then you flip up the arm here, you can see the droop screws there. We can also see the massive metal hinge pin retainers here. Very nice, flexible arms, very, very strong indeed. And then here we can also see our steering linkages here are fixed. Very solid, very thick, fixed, not adjustable. I don't have a problem with that. This thing's a basher. It's not like a race car. Do we need adjustability? No, not really. We need strength. That way, if you run into stuff, it's strong. I really don't care for the ones that are threaded. So for me, I like that. I kind of prefer it. So we've got a nice little bumper cover here protecting that front hinge pin. So we do have nice shock cap protectors here. So we do have the pivot ball suspension here. A little on the slow side, but these always do seem to handle very nice. Do have control arms in the front and just a fixed arm here in the back, just a linkage here. I really like control arms. I feel they're stronger than this, but seems to get the job done. Alright, wheel nuts are still not serrated at all, so be careful in the beginning that you don't lose them. Make sure you keep them tight. So the wheels are vented on the inside. Like I said, just really, really firm. Hey, actually, look at that. This actually came off fairly easy. I've always kind of had a problem getting Corally wheels off in the past. So let's check it out. We got some CVDs in the front, or in the rear. Nothing in the front because it's only two-wheel drive. Which is weird. You still got like a diff housing here. Wow, that is pretty cool. You could probably actually even make this four-wheel drive if you wanted to add a diff in the thing, because it's all still right here. And there we go. We have our slipper clutch here in the center. Got some good flex coming out of the wing. That's nice. You know, Corally, we had issues with some of the earlier cars, wings breaking, stuff like that. You know, so they listened, they revised their stuff, and now stuff's a lot more flexible and forgiving. So it's really nice. You know, it's nice that they listen. So there is a provision here for anti-sway bars. They're just not installed, but you can get a set and install them. The provisions are here on the diff housing. And as you can see, everything's composite shock towers. The braces here are composite, which keeps costs down, keeps weight down, and you know, I don't really have a problem with it because it makes a real solid product. I mean, the Syncro 4 has been absolutely amazing, and this is basically the same setup, just in a two-wheel drive variant. Now we got the XT90 connector. Not a fan of that. That will be coming out, but you know, everybody's got their preference. For me, I usually just use the IC EC5s stuff. But anyhow, man, looks amazing. It's going to be interesting to see how this platform does on a two-wheel drive. Two-wheel drive typically is a little harder to drive. Takes a little more skill. It's a little more of a driver's car. You know, some of us old people, it's kind of what we got our start on with the old, like, Tamiyas and stuff, and the RC10 two-wheel drive stuff, and you know, that's how we started. But man, cars got a lot more power these days. All right, so far first impressions, I really would like to see serrated wheel nuts. I would love to see a fan go on the motor as well. I would like to see, instead of it shipping with the smallest 15-tooth pinion gear, maybe ship it with the 17. I know they say it's a beginner's car, but we can also throttle it back with the transmitter as well, if need be. Other than that, I really don't have anything to say. I mean, it's the Syncro 4 is an absolutely great, phenomenal car. Stupid strong. So I don't have a problem with the composites. It's been proven material. It works well. And I don't see why this is going to do any different. But I am interested to see how these fat tires and two-wheel drive is going to work. So let's go ahead and get a battery. Go out to our bash spot. We'll do speed runs. We'll test it off the ramp, and then we'll do some general bashing in some different environments. So we'll see you after. Ladies and gentlemen, I just noticed this is something different. The caps are now in the ESC here, no longer on the wires. Now before, with the cap pack being on here, it made it difficult to get the body to close all the way. So that is really nice. And the battery tray, this is the standard Team Corally battery tray. There is an issue with these bulkheads here on the front braking, because right here it's not supported. It is open. Tyson at Garage Life RC does make a very nice replacement for it. Now this battery tray is expandable as well, so you can remove this piece and we can put a bigger pack in here. But we got the Ovonic 7200 milliamp hour. I believe this is like a 100C pack. All right. Oh, and then check it out. Got the RC Guy Garage GPS holder wrapped around the motor, because these buggies, very little clearance in here, and we know how Guy feels about putting them on the wing. So
normally on the outside of the RC car where they shouldn't be.
You got it. We have speed. Hope you can see that. All right, factory gear, factory everything. Whoa, wow, touchy brakes. So yeah, we're running on 4S. Whoa. Oh man. Oh good. Wow, I just belted me in the car. And big tires. Oh, Yeah, I couldn't fit it down there where the motor was. 41, I believe that's about what they said. Still got a little bit of the body pushing up because of the wires back there, but it's a bit better than before. Hopefully it'll be okay, because these are a lot fatter tires to reach out and grab that body. Man, so I have the 2 pinion gears, and I'm gonna wait to see after this if I am actually gonna even change the pinion gear, because I tell you what, this 2-wheel drive, this thing's already got a lot of power. Can't even keep this thing straight. Wow. That's freaking insane, man. Is this thing... Yeah, both tires are going. Wow. This thing... Wow. It is a handful. Wow. Yeah, I mean, 2-wheel drive for a beginner could be good. It's going to really teach you good throttle and steering control, but it is also a handful. But I'm not even touching it. It's just spinning out. Alright. Let's scuff up the tires. Woo. Oh man, let's see if I can even make the ramp. Yeah, throttle response is quite slow with the smaller pinion for jumping. But 2-wheel drive, it's not going to really be the best for air control. Alright, nice flat jump right there. Gave it a little throttle there. Like I said, it's not very snappy because of smaller pinion gear, but nice. I mean, really, if jumping's more your thing than get the Syncro 4 or the Kagama 4, I'll tell you, it's gonna be fun, man. I'm gonna have to take this to the RC track and see how good I am on 2-wheel drive. I'm not sure how good it's gonna be, but for my driving, the car's probably better than. Dude, I'll tell you what, man. She jumps nice, very nice. Driving, wow. It's I think I might have to try this thing on 3S. Because 4 is just, man, guys, man, it jumps nice. It's just got a really flat profile. I'm not really having to do much of anything to it. Wow, this thing. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I had those 2 pinion gears. I don't think I'm going to worry about them in this thing. This thing is just already fast enough. It is a world of difference between this and the Syncro 4. It's the way it puts the power down. Ooh. Oh, I was going to do the speed run in the dirt, but with the GPS being stuck on the wing, I think I'm going to pass. Because this thing... It's for some reason just wanting to kind of like go off to the one side there. Not sure why. Maybe I need a little diff tuning. Let me bring it in closer. I know you guys can't see if it's way down there, but you know these things are... Wow, I'm having a hard time here. Man, it's incredibly powerful buggy. Incredibly powerful. It's hard to even say how it handles because I can't keep the back end planted. I'm barely on the power, and it's, I mean, you can hear it's just barely, and it's just breaking the back end loose. That's just unreal. I mean, like right there, handling wise, it's pretty responsive. I mean, servo actually seems pretty decent on here, so I don't think I'm gonna mess with upping the voltage. Wow. Let's try adding a lot of dual rate. Look at how fast the servo still is. That is pretty. Wow. I guess I shouldn't have. That's pretty damn fast. Oh, see, now it just turns like for. Man, I think grass, dirt, it don't matter. This thing's. And normally these Team Corally tires have so much bite. It usually causes a car to traction roll pretty easily. But this thing is just. Wow, it's really just. Holy smokes. Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. You know, initially when you look at it, you're thinking, oh, it's just a Syncro Ford, it's two-wheel drive, and basically in the end it is, but what a different driving experience. You know, I mean, you got a slipper clutch versus a center diff, and just two-wheel drive. Wow, man. Maybe I need to back off the slipper clutch a little bit. Let this slip a little. I don't know. Boy, she's I'll tell you what, the more modern brushless cars versus like what I grew up with, the Tamiya, which is like with 20 mile an hour. You know, the Frog wasn't exactly the fastest thing in the world, so it wasn't terrible. It wasn't putting down anywhere near this power. Two-wheel drive is really a driver's vehicle, man. You really got to be a lot more on it. No stability control, no which this thing maybe could just really help with the gyro. Maybe a gyro would really help. I'll tell you what, man, it's fun. Woo! It is a different experience. It's you just can't come out here and nail it. And it's almost kind of like speed running. Now I can see like how bouncy the car is. The way it's skipping along, yeah, the shocks are kind of slow. We're going to have to like thin down that shock oil, get that to speed up a little bit so it'll stick better. Because it's just a bit too bouncy, at least for my liking. It's not really keeping the tires on the ground doing all that bouncing. But man, guys, wow. I'll tell you what, man, like I said, I was like a little skeptical at first when Team Corally said this was coming out, and I was like, you just took a Syncro and made it two-wheel drive. I was like, I don't think that's gonna be very exciting, but wow. Now, I mean, if you got a Syncro 4 and you want to do this, I imagine you could just go ahead and remove the front diff, take out that front drive shaft, and just put the slipper clutch in there. Now, this does have a bit, like, definitely the ESC is different. I'm not sure about the actual, like, motor, if there's a different, but man, wow. I'm covered in dirt. So man, let's wrap this up. I can't believe I'm even saying this with these big, huge tires in the back. This is really traction limited. I'm not sure if it's tires or maybe a different setup would really help. Maybe some slipper clutch adjustments, but right now it really does need some help in the traction. I would like to see a gyro. I really think this thing could really benefit from a gyro, helping it out. But other than that, I'm really blown away. I was immediately thinking like, hey, I already got those gears, and I was thinking I was going to go up to the bigger pinion, but no. I mean, this thing is already, to me, fast enough. It's already a handful to drive with the pinion that's in it. I don't see any reason to try to go up any higher. I really don't. To be honest with you, I think this thing, and as a matter of fact, I think next time I drive, it's going to be on 3S, because 4S, this thing is loony. Now, maybe running on 3S might want to gear it. I don't know. But I said, when you hit jumps, it's not the most responsive. But I wouldn't buy this one if that's your game plan, is big air jumps, stuff like that. I would get the Syncro 4 or the Kagama 4, one of those two with the all-wheel drive. It's going to be a little better for your air control. But if you want to hone your driving skills and, you know, just learn better throttle and steering control, wow. Or just have a lot more fun, something totally different than what you're mostly used to, because most of the most of the stuff we have now is all-wheel drive, because it sticks really good, it does great, awesome air controls. You know, it's kind of what people want. But we've kind of lost our way maybe a little bit on how to be drivers with gyros stuff, even though I know I just mentioned the gyro. But this thing is so traction limited. I think it could really help. Because look at how fast this thing snaps around. But don't put a gyro. Have some fun. Become a better driver. But man, I went in this really not having like high expectations of this thing just giving me such an experience different than the Syncro 4. But it is. I am blown away. Good job, Team Corally. Really impressed with this. Not really much I could say. You know, like I said, traction a bit limited. Maybe I need a little slipper clutch adjustment or something in that, but well done. Great price point with these cars. Great durability. Looks amazing. I don't know what more to say. I really like the car. So I hope you enjoyed watching the Syncro here run. Tyson at Garage Life RC is a Team Corally dealer. If you want to get one, use him. He doesn't have a state sales tax, so it'll save you some money as well. So that's a really good deal right there. And if you're a veteran, he has a veteran discount. Saves you some even more money. But I will definitely have more with this car. I'm going to try to figure out some of the tuning. I'll talk with my guy at Team Corally and see what they recommend for maybe how fast this back end's snapping around. And we'll run it with 3S, and I'm definitely going to take this to the RC track and see how it does. Need to do a little shock tuning, but yeah, we'll have a lot more with this car. Everyone, links down below, get you discount codes, ways of helping the channel, merch store, Amazon, other affiliate links. If you use those, it helps me out tremendously, and I greatly appreciate it. I have to buy these cars. All right, everyone, appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next one.